Hello, this is Osman Anderson from the Revenue Development Foundation. I'm going to show you the Government of Sierra Leone online repository that you can find available at this address here. This repository was launched in January 2012 by the Ministry of Mineral Resources. We've been working with the Ministry for a long time to prepare their public administration systems to make this data available for the public. You have to register as a user. So that you do just by filling in this form. Choose a password and an email, and you have to enter this code to make sure that you are actually a user. Once you have filled in this, you will have automatic access to some of these desktops. So you can see the data that is in the system here, a snapshot of it. So industrial is available to the public, exporters as well. Forestry is still for stakeholders only. So I'm going to log in here as a user, and by default I will look at the industrial mining dataset, and it's updated as of 15th of October 2012. It's useful to look at the meta description just to know what you're looking at. This system comes directly from the MCAS, Mineral Administration, Cadastral Administration System, installed in the Ministry of Mineral Resources, and it has payment data from 1st of January 2010. So this is all the companies that have a license. You can see here the pre-selected tabs. These are all the companies that have a license. These are all the licenses by license types. So if you want to look at large-scale licenses, these are the large-scale licenses. You can also select them by status to see which status they're in. So you see the cancelled ones here, for example, or awaiting renewal. Payment pending is also quite useful to see. You can open the license by clicking on this information button here, and you'll get a profile of the license. You can also get a little map and zoom in, apply the satellite imagery and so forth. So here, this is exploration license, and payment is pending. It was approved September 2011, and total paid as of today is only $250. So this is one way of doing it. You can also explore the latest applications that came in. Here you can see September, October. This is incomplete applications. They were submitted by this mining company, and they have some mistakes in them, perhaps. That is the reason for it being incomplete. But you know, it's useful to see what the companies are applying for, and they can see that this is in the MCAS system is still not finalized as an application. So this is not yet presented for approval by the Minerals Advisory Board. I'm going to show you just a little bit of those search features. You can search by the code of the license, for example, if you know exactly what you're looking for. Just use this feature here. You can it has a autocomplete lookup, so it's quite easy to find. If you know what you're looking for, you can easily pick it up like this, for example. Here's the Tonkolila iron ore, and here you see the payments related to that license. You can also look up by holder. So if I want to see the same one here, I can just look it up like this. There I see all the licenses that Tonkolila iron ore has. If I want to do something else, I could look at tax ID. If I am the revenue authority, I might be interested in knowing the companies by tax ID. I can also do type status. Let me see all the ones that are awaiting renewal, for example. These two companies, these two licenses. Here also by year and currency and so forth. This is the license module. Now we can move to the dashboard. Here you can have by year, for example, last year, what was the total revenue from the licenses. And you can see the biggest companies paying the most, and these are the individual licenses. So here I can look up further into more specifically. This is a license that has these payments. So here are the royalty payments, for example, with the receipt number. So in the MCAS system, there's scanned receipts and scanned payments. So we can document that these payments have been done into the respective government bank accounts. We can also look at tax payments here, although publicly the tax payments are not yet published, but it will come quite soon, and then you can see customs and tax payments data under each of the companies that are registered for tax here. We also have a map feature, so you can plot all the relevant licenses on a map here, and you can click on to get a view of the profile. You can also apply the satellite images. In some cases that is quite interesting to try to see, as in some cases you can actually see the construction and activities on the ground through the satellite imagery. That is the feature. You can look up companies here to see who has what where, and the status of the licenses, or what kind of licenses we are interested in. So for example, exploration licenses. Here they are. There's also a help feature in which this video will be part of, that you can look at some more help here. But what I wanted to show you is that you can select the different desktops here. This was industrial mining. Let's go to exporters. There's the similar data and similar functionality of the software, but now we're looking at the licenses providing the rights to export diamonds. So here I can look at who are the diamond dealers. I have a long registry, and I can for example, search on their name to verify whether this person is a rightful owner of a license. And I can see that this one, for example, is a gold exporter, and his license is expired. And here you see all the transactions, all the exports done under that license that he had at this time. And I can go further. I can see by license type. So if you want to know exactly the diamond exporters or diamond dealers, so what's happening here is that these dealers are applying for a license to the Ministry of Mineral Resources, and they get the license issued through the system, and then they go to the gold and diamond government gold and diamond office to export their produce, for example, as a gold exporter. Now, the Gold and Diamond Office will calculate the value of the goods through a process that includes an independent valuer, a company valuer, and a government valuer. And these are then exported in parcels where they pay the different fees required. So let me see, for example, this one, which is one of the biggest diamond exporters. Here you see the parcels of diamonds that have been taken out of the country, and here are the different payments. So this is one parcel, 24th of April 2009, and there's actually 6 different payment types for this one parcel. For example, the 3% export duty goes to the Revenue Authority and is transferred into the consolidated account, while there are monitoring fees here paying for an evaluation fees paying for the evaluation service. There's also a community development fund that this exports are paying into, that are redistributed to the mining communities. So through this system now you have an unprecedented amount of transparency and insight into the exporters and mining operational in the mining sector in Sierra Leone, that I think is a very strong step forward. We are going to publish more data sets here. Forestry is not yet ready for the public, but whenever there's a data set here, it means that one of our systems are live and active in the government, helping the government to improve public administration efficiency and revenue management. And this data will eventually come live so that the public can see what is going on in the sector. That was it for now. Thank you very much for listening, and as I said, you can just go to this address to access and register for the Government of Sierra Leone online repository. Thank you.